Okay, this is a frame for a 1930 Model A pickup truck. We are checking the sag in the middle of the spring, and you can see.
Spring or the frame?
I'm sorry, I should have said the frame. I think I got springs on the mind here. Anyway, so we're looking for the sag in the middle of the frame. So as you can see, we don't really have any kind of fancy setup here. I'm in my garage with my good friend Steve, and we are getting ready to take a little bit of the sag out of this frame here. So what we've done is we've got a little what is that? What dimension is that cable?
Oh, it's a 16th inch cable.
16th inch cable.
Just a galvanized cable.
We've got it strung, and you may be able to see that we've got about a 3/16 of an inch sag. And we're ready to go ahead and jack this thing up.
And the worst part of the sag seems to be just before the center cross member.
Yeah, which is not our normal experience, I guess. Everybody says it's right under the engine mounts. So what we've got is a real crude setup back here. We've just got vice grips, and you can barely see that. Let me get this light over a little bit better. So we've got the vice grips holding onto the cable with chains weighting it down, and we're just going to go ahead and jack this thing.
Now make sure that cable isn't touching that center cross member rivet there.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think it is.
Okay.
No.
All right.
See, this cable, it's pretty stiff.
Good. It's like a piano.
Yeah. So that's what we're working with right here. So we've got a bottle jack, and like I said, this isn't a fancy setup. We've got a 20-ton jack, and we've got a railroad tie underneath. We're chained front and back, and we are going to go ahead and just straighten this guy out. Now, the old Model A Restorer says jack it up about a ½ inch beyond.
Yeah, I think we won't take it that far.
No.
We'll see where we lay when we maybe take it up 1/8 of an inch or something at a time.
Yeah, and then we'll take it back down, so we'll see if we can get it right spot on there. But, you know, what we learned is you can't measure from the floor because most concrete floors are not going to be very level, and this one is out by quite a bit from section to section. So we did measure, and we thought, oh yeah, we're out by quite a bit, but actually it turns out to be about 3/16 in a different spot, and you should be measuring with the cable. So anyway, we'll go ahead and do the jacking. Just to show you our setup here, I think you can reproduce this pretty easily. The hardest part is the railroad tie, but you know, a lot of things that are big can be substituted, but you know, the railroad tie is dirt cheap, probably what, 10 or 12 bucks a piece. And
we've already straightened one frame, a 28 pickup frame.
Yes, we have.
With this.
We have. So the railroad tie is a good thing to use. You can do one side at a time, and you just chain it, and we've got the boards to kind of protect the frame so it doesn't get marred up or bent. But really, that's it. It's about as simple as she gets, and I think the goal here is to be pretty conservative as you're jacking this up, and take your time. Do it a few times so you don't have to over jack it and then turn it over and then you know, repeat the process in reverse. So anyway, we'll let you know how it turns out.